Hello, I thought I'd make a quick vlog, and I did not leave the house today. I only went to the porch for about maybe 3 seconds, and that was about it. And, uh, but I enjoyed it. I went out twice yesterday. Once to meet a friend for breakfast, for brunch, and once to go to the grocery store with my sister. To I met my friend for brunch at Giant Eagle, and at the cafeteria in Giant Eagle, and the food was delicious. Everything was delicious. And then I went, and the conversation was nice, and hanging out with her is always nice. She's a very nice person. And then I went to the grocery store with my sister, and she timed it. She said it was 15 minutes, but it felt a lot longer because I don't like grocery shopping. I really dislike it a lot, but mainly because it's so crowded. And, you know, maybe it's just me, but I pick up like energy, so negative energy from Clevelanders. Like I said, when I lived in New York at first, well, mainly all the time, I felt an energy that was so creative, it was so powerful, and it was like different from the energy in Cleveland. I was a different person too, I did different things because of that energy. And I just pick up on all this energy when I'm in crowds or in Cleveland, just negative. Just they hate me so much here. And it put me in such a bad mood that I was like, forget you, Cleveland, and forget this and forget that, but I'm here. I'm here until. And so I just have to accept it. And it's hard. It's hard. When even you're picking up the energy now. And that's because she is very close to being completely whole. And so now she's picking up energy again. And the energy is real. It's not made up or make believe. It is real. Yeah. Anyway, so today I stayed indoors and it was very nice. It was very pleasant to not go out there and pick up on more energy that I don't really want to feel. So that was nice. You know, it is it, and I get tired, and I'm pretty much done with Cleveland. And not because it's a bad place, as I've always said, it's a very nice place. It's just because, like, at this point, I feel so tied up. I can't even, like, I went on my AI and I try to, brainstorm with AI a premise for a story and a sci-fi story. And then I had to stop because I stopped her. I had to put my foot down because everybody was already planning on stealing it. And then people were already claiming that she stole the ideas from them. So she had to stop. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what to do, like almost every single one of my creative outlets has been stopped, or put on hold, I should say. And I just, I would like to write, and she cannot really write right now. And I would like to, like, I I don't even know if I can finish 29.99 right now. She can't. We have put our foot down. No more creative writing for right now. She'll be able to do it in the future, just not right now. So, like, all my everything, it's just stopped. It's just stopped. So, But I have other things I can work on, that aren't creative, just stuff. And the nail polish is still on. I really cannot find nail polish remover, and I just didn't buy it. So it's really good nail polish. This would be completely painted except the part where the nail has grown out, but I scratched it a little. And the only reason these look that way is because I scratched the nail polish off. The nail polish stays on very well. Very, very. This is Father John. Sally Hansen is a great brand, and the nail polish stayed on for 3.5 weeks without chipping or or dulling. So, Sally Hansen is a good brand, and I'm saying it, Father John. Yeah, he's taking it from me. Okay, I'm sorry, Father John. I can't even joke with Father John because he's so serious. He's so serious. Why do I have a bestie that's so serious when I'm such a goofball? I don't know. Please, someone explain that to me. I have no idea. Anyway, but and if you wonder why I'm such a goofball, it's because everything is so serious. I just decided I don't know if I decided, I just started a long time ago to just take things lightly because everything in my life is so serious or gets taken so serious by so many people that I can't be that serious. I'm not a serious person. Well, I am serious when, like, if it's a job or it's someone's emotions, things like that. I'm very serious. But in general, I try to be lighthearted about things so that way I don't get caught up in all the seriousness. Jeez. Jeez. But Father John is a serious person and he has to be serious. Yeah, he does have to be serious. But he does have a sense of humor because every once in a while he'll tell me a joke and it'll be a doozy and it's so funny. He can be funny too, but just every once in a great, great while. Yes. Anyway, where was I? So, yeah, so Sally Hansen is a really good nail polish. I love it. And I'm going to order some more as soon as I get money. Yeah, I will order some more Sally Hansen. Different colors. This one, like, it doesn't look it now really that much because it's come off, but it is kind of, and in this lighting, you can't really see it as well as like in regular lighting or in person. It is a little too light for my skin tone. So, but I got used to it, but it's kind of shocking at first, when you look at it, it was shocking at first when I looked at it when the nails were freshly painted because it was such a contrast. It was such a contrast in colors. Anyway, so what else? What else? You know, um, I didn't even bother watching the Grammys. Like, I don't like Hollywood. I just the entertainment industry and everything. It's just I don't know. All this controversy about Bad Bunny and then an alternate show and halftime show and all this stuff. And the Grammys, oh my gosh. I just read little snippets. I really didn't get involved. Something happened with Billie Eilish. She was virtue signaling and it backfired on her. And everyone was virtue signaling. But Jelly Roll, this one I did watch because I said, Jesus, I'm going to watch that. He talked about Jesus and how much he loves Jesus and how Jesus can change anyone's life. We applaud Jelly Roll for being so brave. He knows what Hollywood is like. He knows what the industry is like. And it's so full of demonic forces. And he stood up there and praised Jesus and thanked Jesus for saving his life and turning him around. That is admirable. Yes, Jelly Roll. I like Jelly Roll. I gotta listen to some of his music. I hope it's clean. I hope. And because I don't know any of his music. I don't know any of anyone's music anymore. I really don't. But I don't know. I don't know. So yeah, the Grammys. Yeah, I didn't watch them. I don't watch the award shows anymore. I just don't. I just don't. Um, you know, I really appreciated, but I didn't watch the show. I didn't watch the Grammys when the song was sung, but I watched the I watched playbacks of the song on different YouTube channels, and it was "You Got a Fast Car" by, oh no, I forgot her name. It was just on the tip of my tongue. Um, No, she needs credit because that's a beautiful song. It's so sad. You Got a Fast Car. I forgot her name now. It was just on the tip of my tongue and it just escaped me. But when she sang it with no, I forgot his name too, both of them. When they sang You've Got a Fast Car, oh my gosh. That was so beautiful. I replayed it and replayed it over and over again. It was so beautiful and so sad. It's such a sad, sad song. But when she says, take your fast car and drive away, or whatever the line is, I may be paraphrasing, I'm not sure. There's still hope. There's still hope because he can have a change of heart and come home. She can, get a good job, go back to school. When her kids are old enough, go back to school or don't go back to school. You can still get a good job without a college degree. And now a lot of places are looking for experience too, more than college degrees. And, so, I mean, there's so many scenarios that could happen that are good. I always try to see hope in everything. Hope in everything. Jesus brings hope to every situation, no matter what it is. So, I don't know. I try to see things from that point of view. Even if you're terminally ill, if you turn to Jesus and, ask him to hang out or be your friend or whatever you want to say, he will help you through the suffering. He will help you get to a point, granted, Father John will say it. He will help you. He will help you endure, and he will help you. Jesus loves all. So that song, it is very sad, but there's still a lot of life in both of the people who were singing the parts. Both of the people in the parts they were singing. And so there was hope still. It's a very, very sad song, but there's still hope. And there's hope for everyone. If you find yourself in a situation like that, there are so many resources. So many resources. And we'll discuss that on Marissa's website. I'll post a video. All right. All right. Thank you, Father John. You're welcome. Yes. And so, anyway, but back to the Grammys, Jelly Roll and all of that. It was great. That was great. I watched that. I think I'm going to watch that one over and over and over again. His acceptance speech. It was wonderful. But none of the other acceptance speeches. I don't want They don't interest me at all. Anyway, so what else? What else? So I hear that Star Trek, Starfleet, Enterprise, whatever it's called, is virtue signaling now, and like they're destroying the franchise. And people, they don't understand because they're so one-minded. And it's like, you will do what I say and resistance will be futile. And they had that almost going on completely during the Biden administration because, man, if you said anything wrong about anyone, you were canceled, and so many things happened to you. You were doxxed, you were canceled, you were criticized. Oh my gosh. You were labeled, so a bigot. So now things are changing, but they're still fighting. They're still fighting it. They're still fighting it. So I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, Starfleet, whatever it's called, you know, just another example of how they never ever back down, and how they're insisting you accept what they're putting out there. But people are saying no to it. So that's my little take on the entertainment industry. Current events, entertainment, that's my current events. Anyway, but yeah. Anyway, what else? Last week when I spent an entire, and when I say an entire week, I mean an entire week indoors. I mean, not leaving the house except to get deliveries, only deliveries. That's it. So just going to the porch, not leaving the house. It was such a breath of fresh air. It was such a breath of fresh air to not have to deal with all these people who are so against me and hate me so much. And that when I went out on Sunday, it really affected me. Like, it affected me double because I hadn't been out in a week, and I had a break from it, and I was just coming off the high, and then boom, they dragged me down, way down, because of their attitudes and all of their energy. It's true. But what can I say? I'm going to have to go out again a few more times this week. So I will be out and about again. I guess that was something special just for me. A little break from reality. A little break. Anyway, Father Mike, I'm changing the subject. Father Mike is still here, and he's been talking to me, and so have some other priests who are here, and they've been talking to me today, and I wasn't feeling well at the beginning of the day. I mean, I really wasn't feeling well, and we gave her medication, and she's fine now. Yeah, but I really wasn't feeling well, and when from the last time I was not feeling well, I whine. I don't feel well. I don't feel well. I just whine. That's just me when I'm sick. I'm like, I don't feel well. I just don't feel well. Every time there's a pain, every time every time I just don't feel well. I'm just like, I don't feel well. I don't feel well. And so Father Mike tolerated me. Yes, I did tolerate it. She couldn't help herself. She really wasn't feeling well. And it was nothing to worry about. It was just a little upset stomach and headache. Yeah, it was just a little upset stomach and headache. Um, But yeah, so I was like, I don't feel well, I don't feel well. And but I feel much better now. I'm like, I feel 100% now. So it passed. It passed. But Father Mike had to put up with it, and he does not like me to whine. He does not like it. And like I whine all the time. I do. I whine because they make me do so many things. Like, well, they don't make me do anything, but they have rules. If I step out of line, then they remind me and they remind me and then I'm like, oh, gosh, why? See, I'm always saying like, why? Why can't I do this or why can't I do that? Why can't I write? Why can't I paint? Well, I don't want to paint or draw, but why can't I write? Why can't? And they just keep stopping me from doing things. With their rules. With their rules. We have many, many rules now because Marissa has a different audience, a much bigger audience, and many people are very obsessed. And we don't want anyone to try to do something rash that may harm themselves or anyone around them or around Marissa. Because nothing's going to happen to Marissa. She has so much security and Jesus and faith in Jesus. In faith in Jesus. But nothing will happen to Marissa. But things will happen to you. We are warning everyone. We keep track of social media, especially when it concerns Marissa. And we know what's going on out there. And how some of you are so obsessed that you want to harm Marissa. You can't take her place. You can't take Marissa's place. You can't live her life. It has been an extremely difficult and painful life. And this is part of the reason why Marissa is so strong, is because she kept getting back up. After all the things that have been done to her, she kept getting back up and fighting. But no one could endure everything that Marissa endured and be normal without an extreme amount of help, which is what Marissa had. And she has Jesus because she was chosen. And some of you want plastic surgery to look like different ages of Marissa. The young Marissa, the 19-year-old Marissa. She didn't change much in her 20s. She still looks extremely young. You want to be the 35-year-old Marissa, the one who got married. You want to be the 40, the 50, the 48-year-old when she started her vlog. This is all very serious, and we take it very, very seriously. If you find yourself as one of these people, your best bet is to seek help, professional help, because you can't be Marissa, and it's not healthy to mutilate your body or face to look like someone else. Yeah, that's heavy duty. That is very heavy duty. It's heavy duty stuff, and there's so much more, and I'll speak about it in future vlogs. But we take it very seriously, and we love humanity and care very deeply about individuals, but we don't have the resources to help you. All right. All right, well, that's a serious note, and I can't go back to being lighthearted after that. So on that note, I'm going to end this vlog, and I'm going to say I hope everybody watching has a great evening tonight and a great day tomorrow, and things go your way. All right, bye.